Okay, so someone said we should learn to blow our horns and kind of like tell people how it is that we're being successful. It's going to help us sell more. Okay, so let me tell you a simple story. This is why, for some reason, I stopped posting sold cars for a while. There was a period of time. I think last year I was practically in a mood for depression. Like seriously, I did every freaking thing I did to sell a car, and it wasn't as frequent as it used to be for me. Like when you are having like your big wins and all those massive wins, you can't like forget there are people that aren't having it. So there was a time, there should be a time practically in my life. It's like every week I was clearing sales, like mad ass sales, like that's what everybody knew me for. It was a good thing. So but you see, things changed. So I don't know. I won't call it bad luck, but there was a period of time it was like mad, man. So it was driving me into depression. And most times when I go through my what do you call it, that update thing you guys do, then I'm seeing people saying sold. I'm like, God. Like I almost went to different churches to go and bind devil, But you see, along the line, things changed, I kind of like that process taught me a lot. Put a lot of patience, put a lot of drive, and kind of initiated different strategies. I started working on different things. Like I moved on to car farm and started working on developing car farm. Then 2020 came, like for real, and it was like, damn, what a good year. So because 2020 started very well, so I had massive sales. Like I was getting good sales from the beginning of 2020. Like when 2020 started, it was like closing sales like every week, and I was having good chains of cars that were being sold. Then I thought to myself, I said, look, if I put sold on this thing, that gives credibility. But there's somebody that is watching my screen and is feeling very depressed, So I stopped. I practically stopped. I think this is not to say, that I don't want to start posting it now, because I'm going to start posting because it's a marketing gimmick. But you see, I stopped because I felt I didn't need to tell you if I was making some good sales, whether you don't know if I'm making only 5,000 naira from the sale, even if I'm making only 100 million or 1,000 or something. But the truth was, someone out there, every time he saw that, felt they weren't doing enough. As much as it motivated somebody else, but you don't know the kind of depression a lot of people go through. So it was hitting on some other people, and I kind of stopped, you see. But I was going through Ryan Sant. I don't know if you know the guy, and it was like, blow your wings, like push it out, because that's your biggest marketing strategy. And I see a lot of people doing that, and it helps. Yeah, practically helps. But you see, I'm king of wins, man. I swear. After the COVID period, I was 10 broke, like mad ass broke. I re-engineered, I re-strategized, I kind of put things differently, and I started using other people to work out things. And believe me, there has been sales I've made without being there. I removed the factor of eating the whole profit and allowing somebody else to make progress with the results. I started trusting people, whether you fucked up or didn't, and I felt good about it, and I was closing deals. And I would say this, I think Patayaki as a brand, let's leave PQ Deals now. I think I call myself Patayaki now, because PQ Deals was Patayaki Quick Deals, Patayaki as a brand became a focus, because the thing is, there's a lot of things I want to do. I'm very bored with just selling cars. I'm serious. It's boring. Just waking up in the morning and start looking for customers just to sell a car. I think the most exciting thing is trying to find different solutions around doing that same business. So that's what I'm about, So Patayaki became a focus for me, and when I re-engineered how to use it to effectively preach my product, it became a killer win, I would sit down, boom, I sold, boom, I sold, boom, I sold. And it was there, was there. So I'm saying this because I want to tell you, when you see my wins, believe me, sometimes it's 10,000. No. Sometimes it's 10,000. But for someone that is going to listen to this, I think if you strategize your thing very well and you keep working at it, and you find a niche, a way, because you see, this sales thing is about finding a way that works for you. You cannot have a car if you don't have all the cash to buy a car. You might not be able to preach very well, so you might have to need somebody else to do the preaching. You might not look all that attractive and sexy for someone to believe you, or that rich and all that. So you try and find how you work for yourself. You could even be invisible and still have a brand, truthfully. But you have to find people that you're going to position to be the ego brand of your ego project around your brand, so that when people look at them and they say, okay, look, this is the kind of people that represents this kind of brand. So we, people like us, we look like Omoibo, you know, strong Omoibo. No much difference. If you see us, you just look at our conk head. See this one now, Omoibo, you know what I'm saying? You know, people don't believe us. Don't believe that we are extravagant, extraordinary when we come to doing what we do, or we know what we're doing. They don't believe us surface level. I think I'm going to work on that. But truth is, sometimes I know my weaknesses, and I pick up people, different sort of people, and I say, okay, you believe this person, but you don't know, saying that me they see carry the person go. So that's been a way we've been moving. So if you're finding it difficult at this point, and these people are posting wins and wins and wins, and you're feeling your life is depressing, and there's someone one gear where you go carry and they do you, it happen. So woman feel make you move forward, though. Some women go make you move forward. But I want to tell you something, practically something very interesting, that at the end of the day, if you re-engineer your methods, you could actually, don't mind the English, leave the English. Oh boy, you fit say, and tell yourself the truth. Find what will work. Find the base. Use the social media that is suitable to you. See, I found a secret after this COVID. Instagram is not a cheap marketing platform. Leave that. Instagram isn't a cheap marketing platform. If you want to make leads on Instagram, you have to spend. You have to be flashy. You have to keep impressing. It's a lot of work. Try Twitter. Swear, try Twitter, try Facebook. Those angles would go a long way, to make it easier for you to impress people. So this video long go, so probably on YouTube I'll go post them. Let me start my own now. They say we should blow our horn. So I'm Patayaki Trading. Patayaki, actually. So what we do is we provide solutions, mother solutions, when it comes to cars, distribution, marketing. And actually, I'm the convener of a car farm, PQ deals, and the other ones that people know me about, So I'm blowing my horn.